Nigerians in US reportedly go into hiding as ICE raids intensify. Claim lives. Claim lives. Okay, wetin cause claim lives inside this one? Anxiety has reportedly spread through Nigerian immigrant communities across the United States as an aggressive immigration enforcement drive under President Donald Trump's administration deepens. This has forced some Nigerians off the streets, out of their job, and in some cases back to Nigeria through quiet, self-arranged departures, while some go into hidings. Heightened raids by Immigration and Custom Enforcement (ICE), including door-to-door operation, have disrupted daily life for many immigrants, with reports of Nigerians avoiding work, limiting movements. How are they supposed to survive if they do not work? And relying on informal or home-based businesses to survive, according to Punch. Trump himself, we don't even know if he really wants to help us in Nigeria for it, because you can see what is going on in Nigeria. So why do you want to send these people back to Nigeria? Like, why? Why? President Trump began a renewed push to arrest and deport undocumented immigrants. Russia, they are undocumented shortly after his inauguration in January 2025. The policy, which he has repeatedly defended, has drawn sharp criticism from civil rights groups and immigrant advocates who accuse ICE of excessive force and inhumane treatment of detainees. The enforcement action has been accompanied by deadly incidents. Official data showed that at least 32 people died in ICE custody in 2025, making it the deadliest year for immigration detention deaths in more than 2 decades. In 2026 alone, The Guardian of the UK reported that no fewer than 8 people have died during encounters involving ICE officers. Recent fatal shootings in Minneapolis, Minnesota, have further heightened fear. Public outrage followed the death of Verne Good, 37, who was shot by an ICE agent on January 7 during an enforcement operation. How are they shooting at people now? I thought the US, they had more standard. I thought they don't shoot at people anyhow in the US. Why are they shooting at people? During a federal immigration operation in the city. Since the crackdown began, reports estimate that about 70,000 people have been detained by ICE, while roughly 540,000 immigrants have been deported to their countries of origin. Sources from different parts of the US said the climate of fear has pushed some Nigerians to abandon regular employment, while others are making discreet plans to return home. The human toll of the raids have played out on social media. A Nigerian woman reportedly broke down in tears as she described the panic and grief among immigrants, saying she was traumatized by the buying of Pretty, an intensive care nurse at the Minneapolis VA Medical Center. According to her, ICE agents showed little regard for legal status during operations. It is very traumatizing the way these ICE people are treating immigrants, Punch quoted her as saying, President Trump, if you want the immigrants to leave America, tell us, just come out and say it. Yeah, I said it now. Did you not say it before? All immigrants, we want you out, whether you are criminal or not. She added, these IC people don't even care. There are a lot of immigrants who are treated like animals, and these people will be telling them we are citizens, but they don't care. Oh, really? The woman who asked to be identified as senior immigrant said that the fear of arrest had pushed many Nigerians into online trading and home-based work. She cited the case of a shop assistant who stopped reporting to work in mid-December and another family that left factory jobs after ICE activity in their area. My girl, who was working with me in my shop, stopped coming in mid-December. The reason was that she was scared for her life because ICE came to my area, she said. The most unfortunate thing was that they came to her area in New Jersey. Since then, she has had anxiety and fear. If only we had better government in Nigeria, nobody will want to japa. All of this is back to the bad leaders that we have in the country. All of it falls back on them. People are saying it does because of the fear of ICE. They get family support from those who work, she added. 2 weeks ago, someone called me to say that they were donating to support some families and they requested that I contribute, which I did. According to her, some families now sell goods from home while others cook meal for online orders that customers pick up privately. There are many people with other serious experiences, she said. The president of the Nigerian community in the state of Maryland, Mrs. Chris Ademiluyi, confirmed that many Nigerians are choosing to go into hiding rather than return to Nigeria. Like, do you get? Because Nigeria is not any better. It's like moving from like going from grace to grass. That's exactly what it is. Eh? They are hiding instead. Nigeria is not any better. Do you get? Ademili said, some people affected may want to talk anonymously, but they are not talking because of fear. She noted that Nigerian Americans were largely shielded, adding that community organizations were offering support where possible. The issue has also stirred debate among Nigerians online. The lead pastor of Lighthouse Rejuvenation Church in Rosenberg, Texas, Shola Adeoye, warned in a Facebook post that fear-driven decisions could have lasting consequences. Some Nigerians are moving back home due to fear of this administration. It is not wise to bury yourself before death comes, Adeoye wrote. The post drew mixed reactions. A Facebook user, Ben EJ, commented, whoever that leaves involuntarily by ICE is not psychologically likely to want to come back in the future. The trauma will be too much to bear. God will always make a way for his own. Another user, Olukunle Tolu, says, the way ICE agents capture people could be scary. They may not have the opportunity to get themselves together, you get, so that, like, some people just go back home empty-handed. They will not be able to pack their luggages, everything that they've worked for over there, they'll just leave it behind. That is worse. So it is preferred to time their return home when they can control themselves. Beyond the enforcement bills, policy changes have compounded the pressure. The executive director of the Nigerian Center, a non-profit immigration and cultural organization based in Washington, D.C., Mr. Gbenga Ogunjimi, said the group had recorded a surge in Nigerians seeking help. He described the situation as multi-layered, pointing to visa restrictions and broader policy shifts. According to Ogunjimi, the Nigerian Center has focused on public education and guidance. If you go to our website and social media, we put out a policy memo educating people on the parameters of this ban. He said, we are just giving information to folks. See, it is well. It's not easy, but it's better for them to just pack their things and make sure that they can come home with something tangible rather than just allowing them being deported without anything. It is well. As enforcement continues, uncertainty remains the defining reality for many Nigerians in the US, torn between fear of arrest abroad and the harsh economic conditions and security conditions waiting at home. Our leaders should be ashamed of themselves, really. They don't have one iota of shame. It is well. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.